In his book, Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react, Chuck Swindoll reminds us of the powerful truth, attitude shapes everything. He writes that our attitude holds more weight than our past, our education, our finances, or our circumstances. It is more defining than success or failure, more impactful than the opinions of others, or even our own talents and skills. In the end, it's our attitude that can make or break our journey through life. Today's walk from Salas to Tineo was a quiet, muddy, uphill case study in that very truth. There were moments that tested our patience, moments when discomfort tried to get the last word, but the Camino has a way of humbling you, then teaching you if you let it. And today it whispered, Tammy and Donna, how you choose to show up in this mess, the rain and the uphill miles, will shape the measure of joy your life will hold. It wasn't just a walk, it was really a lesson in grace, perseverance, and the quiet power of choosing joy even when the trail is steep and very, very muddy. Hey friends, so today is day 3, and you probably can't see, but it's starting to rain. It's just been misting all night, and I think we're gonna get rain most of the day. So anyway, we're leaving Salas, which is a beautiful little walled city, and on our way out. Gonna do a stage and a half today. All right, ciao. We set out early, stepping into the quiet just before dawn as the city slowly began to stir. Mist hung in the air, and there was that familiar heaviness that warns of rain. The town was still sleeping, so no bars open, so Donna and I walked out of town to the steady rhythm of our boots on the stone, with a long, unfolding day stretched out before us. The first 7 kilometers are a steady uphill climb. Right on cue, the rain began to fall. Softly at first, then steady. The ground, already damp from the night before, really turned slick and muddy beneath our feet. Asturias is a place that knows rain well. On average, it sees around 174 raining days a year. And today, we got a glimpse of just what that feels like. The sky stayed gray, the wind picked up, and everything was wet. I know. How about you, bud? Liking those horns? Right. What are these little guys doing here? What's going on? Well, it's been a wet day today. And we are just making a quick stop here. I think we've put in about 11 miles so far for the day. But it looks like the rain or the drizzle has slowed down. So hopefully it'll stay like this the balance of the day. Alrighty. Our only respite that day was a small roadside chapel. Its doors open and its corners crowded with fellow pilgrims seeking shelter from the rain. We stood together, wet, weary, and grateful for a moment of stillness. We finally reached Tineo about 3 p.m., tired but hopeful and dreaming of a warm, dry albergue where we could wash our clothes, take a hot shower, and maybe wander the town a bit before dinner. But just when we thought the hardest part of the day was behind us, we were met with a familiar disappointment. Like Mary and Joseph in Bethlehem, there were no rooms in the inn, or in our case, albergues. We had assumed, wrongly, that the full albergues from the past few days were just bad luck. Surely, we thought, a town like Tineo, which the guidebook said had 7 lodging options, would have space for 2 tired pilgrims, but we were mistaken. As we wandered the streets, packs still on our backs, We weighed our options, stay and hope for a cancellation or head to the next town. After a quick call to Casa Hermania in Tineo, we made the decision. We'd eat something simple, then catch a taxi to the next stop. It wasn't the ending we had imagined, but on the Camino, the story rarely follows your plans. And that's when the most meaningful moments unfold. It wasn't a glamorous day. It was cold, it was wet, it was quiet, but it was real. These are the days the Camino is made of. Not just the postcard views or shared laughter over dinner, but the long gray trudges that test your patience and remind you why you're out here in the first place. Transformation. And somehow, even in the discomfort, there's beauty, there's stillness, and there's something that lingers. And I think that is what makes the Camino unforgettable. As I look back on the day, I can't help but notice the parallels between the Camino and life itself. There are days that feel cold, heavy, and endless. When the skies stay gray, the pain feels uncertain, and it seems like the sun might never break through. Maybe you're in one of those seasons now. Maybe the weight feels a little too much. But here's what the trail teaches us. Tomorrow is a new day, a fresh chance, a new stretch of road. So keep lacing up your metaphorical shoes. Keep walking, even when the way is muddy, even when your legs ache, and even when you can't see the view just yet. Because the sun always returns. And more often than not, the strength you're looking for, you'll find somewhere along the way. Thank you for joining me on day 3. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Buen camino, and God bless.